All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to look at how to do a classic tween with navigation, that is buttons control. To start with, we are going to launch our Flash document. Sorry, this is a Flash document that I created, so I'm going to close it. Right now, I'm going to launch my Flash document. I'm using Flash CS6 for this tutorial. Alright, now my Flash document has popped up. Mind you, have series of options here, and of the options you have create from template, that is, you built already the template to follow, and you have create new document. It simply means you have to create the new document, whether you are using what, ActionScript 3.0, ActionScript 2.0, AIR, etc. Of course, for this tutorial we are going to use ActionScript 2.0. Okay, now this is my panel. Mind you, before I rename this layer, the properties we are using is 500 by 400. That is the size of the canvas. The stage size is 550 by 400, and I'm using 24 frames per second. Right now, I go to the layer, the first layer, that layer 1. I rename my layer as what? Content, because I want my content to be here. After which I will create another layer, and this layer will name it actions or BTN. First, let me say BTN, that is buttons. Clear? And these buttons will encompasses my action script. Right now, the actions will tell me precisely and how to control my navigation. Now I will lock the action because I'm not working on action now. I go to the content layer. Now the content, I want to draw any shape on the canvas, that is the stage. I go to my text tool here on the tool panel. Right, I select the oval shape, and this oval shape, I'll press the shift key to draw a proportional symbol of a shape. Right now, I will go to my move tool, my selection tool. I drop the tool, or I simply click V on the keyboard, and I'm still working on the shape. I will select the shape. After it has been highlighted, I right click the shape, say convert. Now I am not converting it to a button because I want to use what, a tweening process, that is a classic tween. Right, so I'm going to convert this one to a graphic symbol, and I will make sure I rename this one to ball, and I ensure that this registration mark here is at center. I click my OK. Now this one is no more a shape, but it's what, a graphic symbol. Right, after which, sorry, let me close this panel. After which I will try to define my timeline. Mind you, 24 frames equals what, 1 second. So I want this animation to last for 2 seconds. So what I need to do, since 24 frames per second, so I'm going to have 48 frames to give me what, 2 seconds. I insert what, frames here by simply right clicking this area, select frames. Now I am coming again to my content, right, to my content. I want to convert this one to a keyframe. So how can I do this? I will right click this frame and I convert it to a keyframe. Right now I can come to keyframe 1 here, and I will manipulate, change the direction of this particular object. Right, change the direction wherever I want it. Clear? We'll leave it here as the initial stage. I'm coming to frame 10. I insert what, another keyframe. I go to frame 20. I insert a keyframe. I go to frame 30, I insert what? A keyframe. And of course, let me just put this one at frame 40, insert the keyframe. Now I have keyframes here itemized here. So what I need to do, I click the frame 10. So at the end of the day, I change what? The direction. And I go to what? Frame 20, I change what? The direction. I come to frame 30, I change the direction. And I can even squeeze it again by pressing Q or the transform button so that I resize it, and I hold my shift key to resize it. Clear? I come here again, I change my direction by holding the control, or I navigate through to change the direction. Clear? Now this one, I will also change its direction to this point. Clear? Like this. So each keyframe here is embedded with certain content. Now this again, I will squeeze a bit, you know, and I will squeeze this one a bit, and come to this one again, I will squeeze a bit. Okay, like this. Now if I hover my playhead arrow, I can see what? The animation changing in different direction, right? And I want to insert tween here. I'll right click between the two keyframes and I say what? Create classic tween. I'm not creating motion tween, but what? A classic tween. So I will do it for the rest of the keyframes. Okay, for the rest of the keyframes, right? Fine. Now I've completed inserting the keyframe. Now let us test the movie by simply just press the enter button. You see how the animation will look like. This is the animation. Now I'm just testing it on stage so that I can see how it works. Now this is okay for me for now. Now I'm coming to the button layer. I'm done with this one. I'm going to lock this content layer and I unlock the BTN layer, that is the button layer. Okay, now what I need to do, I am going to change the shape form, right? I will draw it shape of my choice. Clear? Well, I don't want this color. I want to change this color. I first click and select this color, right? And if it's selected, I come to the color panel and I change the color to my own choice. Now it is what? Gray red gradient. Okay, now within this I have what? My animation. So this one, I want to simply just hold the alt key and you drag. Okay, all right, double click, you drag by holding the alt key. Now we have two BTN on stage. Now what we need to do, we right click, we convert them to a symbol. Mind you, we are not using what? Graphic symbol this time around, but rather button controls. So we name this one as our play button. Okay, the registration mark is a center. I click the OK, and I come to the second one again. I do the same thing, convert it to symbol. Okay, it is on button, and I say what? Stop. Clear? Now after which I close the panel, I come to this first button. I will double click it, then I step inside the button to do manipulation. Here I want to change my oval shape, that is when you hover the button, it changes color. I insert a keyframe here and I go to the color palette over here and I select what? Black. Downstage again, I insert keyframe, I change the color to gradient green. I come here again, I select what? I insert keyframe to the hits. When I hit my button, what changes will it make? And I feel what? And the gradients, no, I'm not going to use gradients, I'm using yellow now. When you hit, then I want the title of my button to be visible. I click the control, then I will just name this one text because I need the text there, right? And within this keyframe, this empty keyframe, I select my text tool and I type here play. Okay, and make sure you place the tool by simply clicking V, or you go to the sub selection tool. Okay, now you arrange it to center inside your shape, and now you step out from the button by using the scene underline here, scene 1. Click scene 1, you go out of the button. Now if you can see, I have what? My BTN here, that my button here with the play text. Now I do the same thing here. Double click this one, I step inside, I change the color. Remember, for proportionality you have to use what? The same colors, okay, and uniformity. Now we say what? First I use black color. I'm changing this to black, right? And I use a gradient color, which is green gradient. I change it to green gradient. And lastly, I insert keyframe and I change this one to what? To yellow, right? These was the colors I use on the other button. Now this one again, I'm going to name it text, okay? And after which, come to my empty keyframe, okay? I select what? The text tool, and I type what? My stop text. I position this one, you know. Remember, if you can watch into the property panel here, you have your font size. The size there, you can manipulate the size to your comfort, and you can even change the color here again as well, okay? You can align this text here. So I'm okay with this. Now I step out of the symbol. Fine, I'm okay. Now what I need to do, I want to convert this thing into what? Action. That is a command control. Now I will click the btn keyframe 1. I go to my Windows, or simply click F9. Go to Windows, I click Windows. You can see here, build script by selecting item from the action till button. When you click this button, it is giving you a script assist point. Make sure you always click it before you start. In some cases, you will not have these controls, okay? If you have your panel of this nature, you go to global functions, okay? When you click global function, you see what? Timeline control. Click on timeline control, you will see the option. First, we want to give a stop command to this button after being selected. So I double click stop. You see now you have stop into the panel here, and I click out of the stage. I select one at a time. I first select what? The play button, and I double click the play. It will go straight to on release play because I'm working on the play button. After which I will click out again and I select stop. I go to stop. I want it to be to on release. I double click stop. It will give you on release stop. I believe we are done with our animation. Now I can simply test my movie by pressing Control Enter. This is my movie, okay? Now if I play the button here, play button, it is playing, right? It is playing, okay? It is playing. Now if I go to the stop button, I click the stop button, the animation will stop. Now let us see this. Now it stops, right? Now if you can see the oval control, when I hover, the color changes to black. When I hit, it goes to green. See here again, when I hover, it is black. If I hit, green. You see? So if I play, the animation will play. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the first exercise we are going to do today, and the next class we're going to meet again and discuss on the how to design, how to do a movie clip in Adobe Flash using ActionScript 2.0. So thank you for watching. I'm saving my changes. Okay, all right. Go to the desktop.